You're tuned into Exercise for the Mind, where we give you the best tips on battling mental health with the strength of your body.
Hi everyone, welcome to Exercise for the Mind. I'm your host and the founder of this podcast, Raina Wall, and today I'm going to be educating on the harms of obsessive exercise. So I'm sure we're all familiar with the quote, too much of a good thing can be bad, and it is true. A little bit about my experience with this is that about 2 summers ago, I got into the gym a little bit for like Planet Fitness's free teen summer. And I would ride my bike every single day to Planet Fitness. So it was a 2-mile bike ride there. I would work out for 2 hours and I would ride 2 miles back. And the results were not great. So obviously I was losing weight, but rapidly. I was unhealthy. I was spending up to 4 hours just on a gym excursion, which is not maintainable, to say the least. 4 hours a day is not maintainable, maybe for some people, but definitely not for me. So I definitely have experienced the harms of obsessive exercise. I was weak, I was frail, I was not nourished. So I'm speaking from experience when I speak here. So some symptoms first of obsessive exercise is feeling that you're not doing enough. So I was riding my bike 2 miles, worked out for 2 hours and 2 miles back, and I still did not feel like I was doing enough. If you feel like this, more than likely you're probably overdoing it, because that feeling of like not succeeding even when you're there for 4 hours, it's utility is diminishing. Like you're not getting better. You're losing like momentum and like actual progress by doing that, because you're elongating it so much to the point where your body is breaking down and you can't even enjoy it anymore because it's such a long process. Another symptom of this is training through injury. First of all, it causes so much more harm and an inability to recover from whatever the injury was in the first place. And then feeling withdrawal if exercise is stopped. So you don't need to exercise every day. 3 to 4 times a week is more than great. And I know I found myself a lot like I'd be scared to go on vacations or scared to hang out with friends because I didn't work out yet, and I didn't know if I'd have time after if I went or if I did things. So I stopped. I honestly lost all my friends because of it. Like I put the gym before myself in a way, and I became obsessed, which is not great. And it's okay to take healthy breaks from working out. These healthy breaks from working out can actually help bring benefits to you. So taking adequate rest, like 2 to 3 days a week as rest days, or maybe like taking a week or a month off exercise can actually help you come back even more replenished and refreshed, and you can achieve goals maybe even faster than you were before. Some people have this obsessive exercise problem consciously, which would be actual obsessive exercise, and more than likely they're also experiencing eating disorder symptoms, which can lead to higher rates of depression and anxiety. Other people can often unconsciously follow an obsessive exercise regimen, which is just over exercise. It's twice a day at the start, or even 7 days a week. You want to start with 3 to 4 days and work up slowly, if you even work up past that, because that is adequate for the average person. Unless you're an athlete training towards something specific, 3 to 4 days is more than enough. The outcomes of obsessive exercise is it leads to poorer mental and physical health, because you lose the happiness that you're getting from things that you would have spent time on if you weren't exercising, or because working out longer doesn't bring more benefits. So you're losing the happiness of seeing progress. For if you feel like you're putting in a lot of work, you're going to feel like you need to see a lot of results, but it doesn't work that way. So you're going to be disappointed, and it's going to lead to poor mental health and body dysmorphia, or a poor body image. And a lot of the time it's going to link to an eating disorder or lead to that in the future. So you definitely want to prevent it while it's starting, or prevent it before it's even an idea. Inflexible routines are another example of how someone can be obsessively exercising. So if you're not willing to switch things up, progressively overload, take days off, switch what days you work out up, then you're most likely following an obsessive exercise regimen, and it's not maintainable long term. So a few solutions would be to switch things up, do different workouts, do different like exercises, do different intensities, different weights. For example, progressive overload, continually get heavier until you literally can't do that exercise anymore, and then pick a new exercise to do. Just keeping things changing up will help you not get so stuck and obsessed on one routine. If anything I said in this episode sounds like it relates to you, you might want to rest and just greatly reduce exercise. So if you feel like you're following an obsessive exercise routine, you're going to want to take a long rest. It's going to benefit you so much. If you're not willing to take a long rest, then you can also switch up your exercise routine. So maybe try something less intense or a little easier so that you're not really pushing yourself to the limit every single time you do it, and so that you don't burn out. Another tip is to help prepare fun and nutritious meals. So if you're spending more time on like the nutrition aspect, the nutrition and fitness go hand in hand. So they're ultimately going to help you reach whatever your wellness goal is, regardless, as long as they're complementing each other. So if you have more fun with nutrition and kind of shift the energy that you're obsessing over in exercise, if you shift a little bit of that over to your nutrition, you might fall even more in love with wellness in a more positive way than harmful way. Being active with your friends and family, also known as a gym partner, is also very helpful, because I don't think many other people want to stay at the gym for hours at a time. So if you're with someone who's like ready to go, or keeping you accountable to do things on a certain time wave or hit a certain goal, then you're more likely to stay in line with what you're trying to do and avoid any obsessive exercising that may come with maybe working out yourself or being alone or just without a workout partner. And then you're going to want to take multiple days in between workouts if you think you are obsessing over exercise right now. This can be a temporary thing where you take multiple days in between workouts, because you just want to get used to having it for a certain amount of time and then not having it. Because if you get so used to having it every single day, there's more odds, or the odds are higher that you're going to become obsessed with it, and it's going to lead to an unhealthy habit. But overall, you're just going to want to follow intuitive movement and eating. So just really use your conscious and believe what's best for you is truly best for you, without becoming too obsessed with it and revolving your whole life around it, because it could strip you from a lot more opportunities and progress than it can do good for you. So those are all my tips for today's episode. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to check out our website at exerciseforthemind.com, where you can leave any topic ideas or questions, as well as following our social media at Exercise for the Mind on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Have a great day, guys, and keep moving.